What makes Invincible great is the characters. I mean, look at this. Business, baby. Most of the characters give us a great look into interesting themes the show wants to explore and make the story feel more grounded than just superhero punchy. However, some characters seem to fall short. Today, let's talk about the Immortal and why he has garnered so much hate from the Invincible community. The most obvious thing is the duplicate thing. I try not to judge relationships, but man, this is weird. Mainly because of the age difference. I know the general rebuttal to this is that it's double standards. Nolan is thousands of years older than Debbie, but the reason Debbie's relationship doesn't feel weird is because Debbie is a more mature woman. Even in real life, people don't have a problem with age gaps. People have a problem with dating kids. We're talking about a teenager here. Her last team was called Teen Team. No matter how they try to justify it, especially by saying that all the deaths they have had to endure makes them the only people that can understand each other, it doesn't land because of the back of people's head is, she's a kid though. It's hard to look past it. Another thing is the show really fails to give him redeeming qualities as a person.
We just stopped him from being that guy. And now we've got you?
Even if you find a way to justify his actions, there's this visceral disdain for who he is as a person. The way he talks to the team makes you hate his guts. And the reason I hate this characterization is that they handled it so well in the comic book. In one of the issues, he and Black Samson are talking and he apologizes to Samson for all his behavior and tells him he pushes everyone away because he is scared of letting people in. He knows he will get attached and can't bear it when he loses people in the field. That's a better characterization than what the show gave him. In the show, this is even weirder because he should know better. He's lived for thousands of years. There should be some level of social intelligence when it comes to dealing with people. He's led armies and was Abraham Lincoln. By all accounts, he should not be struggling like this to connect with people. Speaking of him knowing better, the show doesn't lean into his experience. When he takes over the team from Robot, we are told he has an immense wealth of experience that will help. We don't see it. He is irrational and hard-headed. Even when looking at the scene, there's no logic. It doesn't dawn on him that Mark is helping him, or what he needs to be worried about is the idea that Mark might have turned. He is not cool under pressure. And that's fine for someone like Oliver because he is a year old. But when you're the oldest person on Earth, there's a disconnect. I know people will say he just lost his girl, but he barely knows her. He can grieve her, but because of how short the time period is between him meeting her and her death, it's hard to believe this would devastate him like this. It doesn't help that the reason Kate is so different is never seen. When Kate dies, all you know about her is that she helped Rex cheat on Eve and then cheated on Rex right after. You don't know why anyone would place this girl over being a superhero. I genuinely would have preferred if he lost his way because of losing the original Guardians of the Globe. Another thing in terms of him knowing better, in combat, we don't see the skills he would have obtained from being alive for so long. He gets railed all the time. It gives off this vibe that this is the first time he has encountered people who are capable of keeping up with him. And he's just been punching through his problems. Which leads me to my next point. All of this makes him look weaker than he actually is. I don't think losing is an issue. Mark loses most of the time. The reason it feels weird with the Immortal is because it seems like that's all he does. There are no great feats. I think one of the show's missed opportunities was allowing him to solo an Invincible variant. At some point, I started getting the feeling of, this guy is just here to show how strong everybody else is. If that's the case, I don't mind, but the way it's handled in the show, it makes him look like a fraud. Mid-mortal. And the extent of all his weaknesses is not just physical, it's mental as well. Given rule of the world, he descends into madness. At the sight of an alien, he is rash and blinded by rage. And while he quits,
there's hardship. Yes, there's sacrifice. If you children don't like that, get out!
It seems like that paint him a fraud. He talks a big game, but when the rubber meets the road, he crashes. Crashes so hard he is willing to retire. I am not mad at this, by the way. He is clearly traumatized and wants to settle down. The issue is just timing. The world is clearly dealing with its biggest threat, and now is when you want to quit? You want to raise your children in the aftermath of the Viltrumite Empire taking over? You don't want to protect the world your new family is going to live in? It's weird. The reason I feel people have such a disdain towards him is because the type of show he is in. It's a superhero show. What makes heroes great isn't that they are these overpowered humans who can do anything, but it's because they face obstacles that normal people will crumble in the face of, and they rise to the occasion. Whether it's a 1-year-old defending his brother, a government agent using less than ideal methods to defend his nation, a girlfriend who is injured stepping up to save their lover, a test tube baby fighting to live, the show is filled with people choosing to keep fighting. That's why his departure garners zero sympathy. In the wake of what's happening, even though one can understand why somebody would be driven to do this, when he does it, it feels out of place. The weird relationship with a teenager, the unpleasant personality, the constant losses all build up this man to be one of the most disliked characters in the show. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more.